noble thing, and I've just realized in the last 2 minutes that I could have lived the rest of my entire life not needing to know about that.
Me too.
It sounds like you learned the hard way, so.
I kind of think that information will come in handy one day. I appreciate you teaching me that.
Dustin Hoffman, watch out.
I'm sure that falls into some category of like domestic terrorism. It really is horrible.
Next question.
On a totally different note, this question is for Joe. And it seemed like in Outcast, we got a little bit of the John Shepherd backstory, which we didn't really get in the series. And I would imagine as an actor, you had thought through some of that beforehand, and so I was just wondering.
I actually created that episode, Outcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I got paid for it, but I did create it. I was supposed to get writing credit, but I guess I'm not Canadian or something, so they wouldn't give me credit. No, it's true. I'm being 100%. The unions are very strict in Canada. And so what I was able to take credit for was a little bit confusing. But I thought Outcast was a pretty good episode, and it was fun. It's always fun to go back to Earth and stuff. And yeah, I didn't want my dad to die. That was the only difference. I wanted him to be kind of like Christopher Lloyd, you know, and continue to like bedevil me for the rest of the series and stuff. Thought that would be a lot of fun, the creation of a character like that. But, well, they killed him. So, in fact, I never did a scene with the guy. I did it with his casket. And it was a good episode, I liked it. And I totally agree with you. There wasn't enough backstory being explored, and there's not much you can do, except go upstairs and try to become friends with them. And to write backstory for you. I guess I wasn't very good at it, I don't know. So, but thanks for asking.
This question is for Jason. A couple of my friends saw you in the dealer's room this morning and we were wondering what you bought.
Oh, in the dealer's room?
You were selling it.
Look at his shirt.
I bought a shirt. It's great.
Rachel's chair. Yeah, selling it.
I buy weird stuff. I bought like sumo slippers, Japanese sumo slippers, flasks for water, and what else? God. That's it. Lingerie. Not for me, obviously.
I hear they custom make. Has anyone got any of those fangs? They look amazing.
The fangs?
Yeah, you can get them customized. I so want to get
I
some.
do too, but there's appointments for
Let's do it.
How did you hear?
Right after the panel, man, we'll all get matching fangs. But last as long as tattoos, so if it's a huge mistake and we regret it, we can just take them off.
Very cool room. I just want to say before we go, we're going to have to go shortly. If you haven't already, come and visit all these fine folks up at the Walk of Fame. But after this, there's also the charity auction for Alzheimer's, which I'm hosting after this. So after you've visited these guys, pop by and maybe buy an item or something for charity. It's a great cause, so if you get a chance to do that, it'd be great.
There's 2 little additional items that have been added to the charity auction. I don't know if there's a list already, but adding to it now shortly will be 2 barrettes that I wore as Vala on SQ.
Oh, I love those.
Also, Rachel's chair back. Yeah, it's going to cause. And Paul McGillion's.
One last question.
Okay, my question for you guys is, what is one of your favorite memories from the filming of Stargate or Stargate Atlantis?
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, you start on that.
No, we gotta start down.
Good story.
How we pick? There's so many.
Yeah, it's hard to get them.
I I got very excited the first time I got to do a gate scene. I think it's one of the best props in film and television history. That's my personal opinion. And working on shows for so many years on that sort of British/Australian filming system, sort of Doctor Who type budgets from the BBC and what have you, it was aluminum foil and painting things purple and then you were in space. That's exactly. This is my imaginary space helmet. So to walk in and see the gate moving really shocked me. I didn't realize it was such a practical prop. And I was very excited. I just, you know, I really solidified for me that I was there working on a show. I'd seen the original film years ago as a kid, and it just sort of, for me, was a really exciting moment.
Not so much, I mean, the series, obviously, there were lots of great things, but shooting Continuum and going to the Arctic with Amanda and Rick and Martin. Can you imagine that? Stay in a room with Rick and Martin? It was pretty cool. Very cool, actually. So, look, to be able to go to the Arctic, spend a week at 50 below zero, and be shooting a movie and have the U.S. Navy bring submarines through the ice for you, it's just, it is a mind-altering experience that it was a privilege to be able to do that. And, you know, it was Stargate SG-1 that took me 200 miles offshore into the Arctic ice floe, being chased by polar bears. Cool.
I would have to say, hands down for me, is being tongued by David Hewlett. Creepy. Very, very creepy. Still getting over that.
Well, I mean, I remember on the pilot, Robert Patrick for the first time, and he saw my wardrobe and just bowed and said, "Namaste." That was pretty cool. Seeing the Atlantis set for the first time was pretty amazing because, you know, as an actor, you always paint an image in your mind when you read the script, and they just did such an amazing job with it, and they managed to create this world for us that was an extension of what we did, and it was terrific, and I remember being blown away when I saw that for the first time. The first table read that we had with everybody was pretty great, and getting to meet everyone, and you and two of us were just joking immediately. That was a lot of fun. I mean, I've got countless memories. I'm starting from the very beginning, so I could be talking for hours, but we just had terrific times, and we can continue, or I can keep babbling.
Mine, without a doubt, was watching Paul and David kiss. And by the way, it's not accurate, because you slipped him tongue. That was creepy. And we convinced the director actually to keep rolling. It's supposed to be like kiss, cut, and we just like kept going. We changed positions. Kept going. They're good actors.
Have to be.
One of my earliest memories, my favorite memories, was being in the helicopter with Rick. You know, it was like one of the first things we shot. And I was like, sweet, I'm a helicopter with MacGyver, man. I just did a series with James Gardner, so I was like, I got Rockford, doing MacGyver. Life was good, and I handed Rick like a paper clip and a rubber band. I was like, this chopper goes down. I thought it was pretty funny, and Rick goes, I think you're the first one to do that. So that was a lot of fun.
I'm not doing that stuff.
We're being told that we have to get off stage.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Um,
Oh,
I So,